It's cold out. People are more prone to just staying inside. They're not going to be outside and things. So people aren't going to be walking around come these winter months. And I remember when I first came to the city of Hutch, I got really defeated in the winter, like December, January, February, where it starts to snow a lot and nobody's out and about. So all this preaching, you start to feel like, am I just preaching to the wind here, you know? And that's the thing, you gotta realize that these months, suicide rates go through the roof. And it's unbelievable how many people kill themselves because they feel alone. They think nobody's out there who cares. And so stay encouraged if you are kind of in that same realm of things. I've been very encouraged by Brian Cranford, a pastor in North Carolina, and another pastor, John Choke, I think that's how you say his name. And I'll speak about John here. I hope you see this, John, but he is a faithful servant. Like, this man goes out and stands at designated places throughout Boulder, Colorado, and throughout Colorado. And, you know, yeah, he probably has a lot of backlash too and things, but he's just so faithful. You know, it seems to me more of like a gentle approach with the banner. He's got a big banner and things and stuff like that shares the gospel, and he shares the gospel openly. But even so, it's like there's not a day he misses. And I've been so, I guess, moved by that. I'm a young 28-year-old right now, and I've got a young family. And what does the Lord expect of his followers, his disciples? It's faithfulness, you know. And I don't think we think, oh, God calls you to do this or that, and well, I don't think so, people will say. And it's like, well, it's not for you to decide, you know. Like, Noah built an ark in the wilderness. Like, come on, man. Like, sometimes the things we do for the Lord may seem ridiculous to even other believers maybe, but praise God. That's, I guess, what I want to encourage you if you're watching this is these months people kill themselves more than ever, and we need to be available. If you're available on a street corner, great. If you're available through a phone call, like, we just need to be available as believers to a dying and wicked world. Just being available. We're not to be of this world or to take part with this world, but we need to be available for the gospel's sake. You know, I was talking to a brother on the phone a few weeks ago, and we were talking about, well, how do you know who the reprobate mind is? Who has God turned over to their own wicked ways? And I told him, I said, you don't. And praise God you don't. Because you'd probably stop preaching. You'd probably stop telling people the good news, because you'd know where their soul's heading. And if you and I get what we deserve, or got what we deserve, we'd be going to hell too. That's for every believer. We should be going to hell. But believers, we have a hope that the world knows nothing of. And so praise God that we don't know who God has turned over to their own wicked ways, because we would stop reaching out to them. So I guess I want to encourage you in these months that it's getting cold out, and you yourself as a believer, if you are a believer, you might start feeling depression, anxiety, and I'm not exempt from that either. I just lost my career, guys. I have left a church family. I have left physical, like my I guess near family, actual family. Left a lot of things. Like, you'd think, man, I'd feel pretty hopeless. But it's the opposite. An incredible peace upon my home, upon me, upon my children and my wife that we've never had before. And Christ promised, he says, peace I leave with you, peace that the world knows nothing of. The world cannot receive this kind of peace, let alone the joy of heaven. The world cannot receive it. They're not looking for him. So we as his ambassadors, witnesses, need to be available. And whatever that looks like, I don't know. I can't be holding your hand. So let that be your prayer tonight. Lord, how can I be available for your glory?